Hello students, how are you? Hope you all are fit at home. Welcome in SST class day 2. Yesterday I had discussed location and land, the Central Highlands. Hope you have read the topics till the Central Highlands and revised the terms. Now before we start further, let me take feedback of the previous topics through cross questions. What is the location of the Southern Plateau? What is the shape of the Southern Plateau? What is plateau? Name the hills that surround the Southern Plateau. Name the river that divides the plateau into two parts. I hope you are able to answer all these questions. Now let me start today's topic. Chota Nagpur Plateau, the Deccan Plateau. So children, at the end of the today's topic, you will be able to know about the importance of Chota Nagpur Plateau and the Deccan Plateau. Before we start the topics, let's discuss the terms of today's topic. Number 1. Minerals, natural substance found in the earth's surface. Second, mining, digging out minerals from the earth's crust. Third, seasonal rivers, rivers which flow only in rainy seasons and remains dry mostly. Example, Godavari, Krishna, etc. Now let's start reading. Chota Nagpur Plateau. This includes most part of Jharkhand, some parts of Odisha, Bihar and Chhattisgarh. Many parts of this region are covered with forest. Region means area. These forests provide forest products. Minerals like coal, iron, manganese, bauxite and mica are found in this region. Mineral means natural substance found in the earth's surface. So students, what are the minerals found in Chota Nagpur Plateau? Minerals like coal, iron, manganese, bauxite and mica are found in Chota Nagpur Plateau. Giridih, Jharia, Raniganj and Bokaro are the main mining centers. So children, name the main mining centers. Giridih, Jharia, Raniganj and Bokaro are the main mining centers. Mining means digging out minerals from the earth's crust. Now see students, this is Chota Nagpur Plateau. It lies in the east. It covers Jharkhand, Odisha, Bihar and Chhattisgarh. Most part of this region are covered with forest. The region has large deposits of minerals like coal, iron, manganese, bauxite and mica. Jharia, Raniganj and Bokaro are the main mining centers in this region. Now next topic is the Deccan Plateau. Let's start reading. It is a large area south of the Satpura range. It is bounded by Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. It extends up to the southern tip of India. Bound means surround. Extends means expands. Now students, see this map. See the Satpura range. The Deccan Plateau is situated to the south of the Satpura range. It is expanded up to the southern tip of India. It is surrounded by the Eastern Ghats and the Western Ghats. Now let's read further. The Western Ghats include Sahyadri, Nilgiris, Annamalai and Cardamom Hills. The Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats meet at Nilgiris. Annamudi is the highest peak in this region. So students, name the highest peak of the Deccan Plateau. Annamudi is the highest peak of the Deccan Plateau. Now see students, the Western Ghats include Sahyadri, Nilgiris, Annamalai and Cardamom Hills. The Western Ghats and the Eastern Ghats meet at Nilgiris. Anamuri is the highest peak in this region. Let's continue. Rivers that flow through this region are Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna and Kaveri. These rivers flow from west to east to empty themselves in the Bay of Bengal. Narmada and Tapti flow from east to west to empty themselves in the Arabian Sea. Now see the map. Many rivers such as Mahanadi, Godavari, Krishna, Kaveri originate from the Western Ghats and flow eastwards. These rivers empty themselves in the Bay of Bengal. Remember students, Godavari is the longest river in the Deccan Plateau. In the same way, river Narmada and Tapti flow from east to west to empty themselves in the Arabian Sea. Let's read further. These rivers are called seasonal rivers as they get water from the rain. Seasonal rivers means rivers which flow only in rainy seasons and remain dry mostly. The rivers in this region flow with great speed, unlike the rivers in the northern plains, so they create a number of waterfalls. See students, these rivers like Godavari, Mahanadi, Krishna, Narmada and Tapti are seasonal rivers as they get water from rain, and these rivers are not as long as those in the northern plains. They, however, flow with great speed. On their way, they form waterfalls. Let's continue. Jog Falls on the Sharavati River in Karnataka is the highest waterfalls in India. So students, name the highest waterfall in India. Jog Falls on the Sharavati River in Karnataka is the highest waterfall in India. See students, this picture is of Jog Falls on the Sharavati River in Karnataka, which is the highest waterfalls in India. Now next, unlike the Western Ghats, the Eastern Ghats are broken into small hills. So students, here the question arises, the Western Ghats run north to south along the western edge of the Deccan Plateau. The Eastern Ghats are a discontinuous range of mountains along the eastern coast. Why is it discontinuous on the eastern side? So students, the Eastern Ghats are a discontinuous range of mountains along the eastern coast because they are eroded and cut down by the rivers. I hope students, today's topic is clear to all. So your homework is reread today's topic, do question number first and second of C and D part, do HOTS on page 37. Thank you.